Imagine walking into a home where nothing screams for attention, but everything whispers of legacy. No designer labels flaunted, no flashy cars in the driveway, just a quiet, undeniable aura of wealth that's been carefully preserved for generations. This isn't new money's loud parade, it's old money's silent empire. And today, we're peeling back the curtain to show you what really goes on inside an old money family's life. From unspoken rules to wealth preservation secrets they'll never advertise, here are 7 quiet strategies that separate the truly elite from the nouveau riche. If you're fascinated by legacy, discretion, and the secret codes of generational power, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. This channel dives deep into the luxurious lives of the ultra-wealthy, and this story, this might just change how you view wealth forever. Let's begin. Secret number 1, discretion is the family crest. The first and most essential rule of old money, never talk about money. Unlike the new money crowd that flaunts every success with designer labels and Instagram-worthy vacations, old money families cultivate invisibility. They wear bespoke, not branded. Their wardrobes are filled with neutral tones, heirloom jewelry, and custom tailoring that whisper status instead of shouting it. The family estate might be sprawling, the art collection priceless, but to the outside world, they live comfortably. Modesty isn't just a value, it's a protective mechanism. The more discreet they are, the longer their wealth lasts. You'll rarely see them posting selfies from a yacht. Instead, they quietly host dinners at country homes few people even know they own. Their luxury is experienced, not advertised. This discretion extends beyond fashion or homes. Children are taught from a young age never to disclose family finances, investments, or even their surname in public conversations. Because in the world of old money, privacy isn't just polite, it's power. Secret number 2, legacy over luxury. Step into an old money household and you'll notice something interesting. While everything is elegant, nothing feels brand new. That's because heirlooms matter more than designer trends. The family silverware has served 5 generations. The leather armchair in the library, it's older than most marriages. There's a story behind every painting, every rug, every monogrammed napkin. To old money families, wealth isn't measured by what you spend. It's measured by what you preserve. In fact, the concept of stewardship is drilled in from an early age. You don't own the fortune, you simply hold it for the next generation. While new money often rushes to buy the latest luxury car, old money might drive a 10-year-old Bentley, not because they can't afford better, but because they don't need to prove anything. The value lies in tradition, not trends. Their financial strategy reflects this as well. Assets are held in trusts, investments are long-term. Real estate is multi-generational. Liquidity isn't king, stability is. And that's how they ensure the fortune outlives them by centuries. Secret number 3, education is an unspoken inheritance. If money were to disappear tomorrow, one thing would remain: the education and intellect instilled from birth. For old money families, elite education is not a privilege, it's a responsibility. The journey usually starts with prestigious prep schools, followed by Ivy League universities or their global equivalents. But it goes beyond academic achievement. Children are trained in etiquette, diplomacy, history, literature, and the fine arts. They learn how to read people, not just books. They're raised to navigate boardrooms and banquets with the same poise. Private tutors, language coaches, and international travel are part of the learning experience. A semester abroad isn't a luxury, it's expected. And summer internships, often arranged within family-owned businesses, prestigious law firms, or blue-chip corporations tied to long-standing family connections. But the true inheritance is cultural literacy. knowing which fork to use at a 5-course meal, understanding the difference between a monnaie and a monnaie, being able to discuss both politics and polo. This is the invisible armor of old money, an education that transcends degrees and shapes destiny. Secret number 4. Social circles are guarded like fortresses. Old money doesn't network, it socializes strategically. While new money chases celebrity endorsements and influencer parties, old money operates in a world of quiet power. Their friends are rarely famous, but they are often influential. Diplomats, financiers, scholars, trustees, or CEOs whose families have mingled for generations. Invitations to private clubs like the Knickerbocker, the Explorers Club, or White's in London are not handed out, they're inherited. Summer homes on Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket host exclusive events where deals are made over tennis matches, not business cards. Marriage is another strategic alliance. It's not uncommon for old money families to subtly encourage unions that protect or grow the family's influence. Love is ideal, but legacy is essential. Children are taught early on how to vet friendships, protect reputations, and avoid scandal. They don't just date, they court with purpose. Because one wrong headline can echo for decades in a world that never forgets. Secret number 5. Work is for purpose, not for pay. To outsiders, it might seem like old money families don't work, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The difference is they don't work to survive, they work to serve. While new money may chase high-paying jobs or flashy startups, old money often enters fields that align with legacy, passion, or influence, regardless of the paycheck. Think diplomacy, academia, philanthropy, or board governance. They might be trustees of foundations, curators of museums, or directors of quiet holding companies that steer billions behind the scenes. The idea isn't to build a fortune from scratch, it's to preserve and elevate the one already built. That's why you'll find old money heirs managing vast land holdings, leading heritage brands, or chairing family offices. The goal is reputation, not recognition. Contribution, not competition. And because they aren't beholden to financial survival, they can take the long view in everything they do, whether it's in business, the arts, or public service. Even their old money side projects reflect this ethos. An old money scion might fund a restoration of classical architecture or sponsor scholarships for underprivileged students, not for tax write-offs, but because it aligns with their quietly held values.
Secret number 6. Money is taught through ritual, not conversation. If you think old money families sit their children down for financial literacy lessons, think again. In their world, wealth is absorbed through osmosis. From a young age, children accompany their parents to galas, estate meetings, or charity auctions. They learn not by being told, but by watching how decisions are made. A casual dinner table conversation might include mentions of trusts, foundations, or long-term asset allocation, but it's never heavy-handed. By the time they're teenagers, they know the difference between income and capital, between stewardship and spending. They're taught the responsibilities that come with inherited wealth, including philanthropy, reputation management, and how to quietly expand influence. Allowances are often modest, deliberately so. It's not unusual for a child from a billion-dollar family to work a summer job at minimum wage. It's not about the money, it's about understanding the value of it. And then there's the family office, the central nervous system of old money. Children are gradually introduced to its inner workings, where they learn how the family's assets are protected, grown, and deployed. This hands-on exposure ensures they aren't just passive heirs, but active custodians of legacy.
Secret number 7. Philanthropy is a strategy, not a signal. While some use charity as a PR move, for old money, philanthropy is a lifelong commitment woven into the family's identity. It's not about photo ops, it's about long-term impact. Most old money families operate foundations that have existed for generations. These aren't one-time donations, they are meticulously planned endowments that support the arts, education, environmental conservation, or social causes close to the family's heart. These charitable arms often wield quiet power. They shape academic institutions, restore national landmarks, and influence policy without ever appearing on a billboard. What's more, philanthropy is used as a tool for legacy. Buildings, programs, and chairs at elite universities bear the family name, not as vanity, but as permanence. It's a way of embedding their values into the cultural and intellectual DNA of society. Even family celebrations, weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, often include charitable components. Guests are encouraged to donate to a foundation instead of bringing gifts. Children are taught that giving is not an act of generosity, it's an expectation. And that's the hidden code of old money, an entire world operating just below the surface, where silence speaks louder than extravagance, where names are guarded, wealth is protected, and legacy is sacred.